Welcome back. Now, the Australia Gulf Council concluded its inaugural business mission to the Gulf countries of Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and the UAE this month. With Australian companies opening markets in the Gulf region, the focus is now to tap investment from the Gulf region to Australia. Well, to discuss these plans, I met with the co-leader of the delegation, former Prime Minister, the Honourable Bob Hawke. The Honourable Bob Hawke, thank you so much for speaking with us today. It's a great pleasure.
Thank you.
Now, you've been here since the 5th. Tell us about your business mission here over in the UAE.
Essentially, the purpose of the mission is quite straightforward. It is to encourage investment from the region into Australia and vice versa, to look at opportunities for investment and cooperative ventures from Australia into here.
So what sort of areas are we talking about within Australia?
Well, it's quite a range. Without being exhaustive about it, there's the agriculture sector, which offers, I think, very considerable opportunities, because we have extensive trade in lamb from Australia to the region. Our flocks are going down and we're sending a lot here, and I think it would make enormous sense to encourage investment from the region here into Australian sheep producing areas, so that we could lift very substantially Australian flocks, which would be good for our economy obviously, but would, in terms of food security, which is going to be one of the big issues of this century, it would be a great insurance for the region here. So that's one area which I think is extraordinarily important. Ranges from that, one of our members of delegation is actually in the satellite launching business, and that's raised some interesting queries and possibilities of significant investment back into Australia. Myself, I actually chair a company which produces a revolutionary boat, solar sailor, boats powered by solar and wind.
Incredible.
And we had very interesting conversation with some...
Because it's all about renewable energies at the moment, I suppose, as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
both here
and that wasn't talked about in any depth, but this particular aspect of solar energy is good, and I think we may be able to get an involvement in that enterprise from here, which would be good, because this area is obviously made for that sort of craft.
So what about Australian investments into the GCC then?
One obvious area for, I think, continue and increase Australian involvement in construction, and one of our most successful enterprises here is the Leighton Group, which is one of our biggest construction group in Australia, both in construction and mine operations. They've got a very big presence in a joint venture with the Dubai Group, and with the expansion of infrastructure and so on that's going to occur here, I think there's great opportunities, both directly in terms of construction and in other associated service aspects. The development of transport is going to be very big here, and we have vast experience in that.
So what are you hoping for in the next sort of 5 years to, within your economic bond to the region?
One area in which I hope there'll be a really significant growth is education. One of the things I'm very excited about is the increasing numbers of students from the region, from the UAE and Kuwait, who are going to Australia. Our education industry is about our third, fourth biggest export earner. It's been earning up to recently of the order of $18 billion.
Wow.
We have high quality education. We have a very secure and safe political environment, and we have a very friendly people. And I think those elements are extremely important in the minds of parents who are thinking about the best possible education for their children. We also have on the ground here the University of Wollongong, Dubai, which has been going for 17 years. So I hope to see a big growth in the area of education, both more Australian involvement here and a substantially increased flow of students from the area to Australia.
Because that is a big topic of debate as to, developing a more knowledge-based economy here.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's been a great honour speaking with you. Thanks so much for your time today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Laura.
Well, that's it from the business desk. You can write to us, though, at ib@city7tv.com. Up next, Shabab Munshi is back with the news.